According to CNN, many times a welfare check involves a medical emergency, an elderly person living alone, or a relative who is difficult to get a hold of. However, Michael Britt London, president of the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association, said officers have a more cautious approach and run through multiple scenarios in their heads. Some of these scenarios include a possible burglary. Meanwhile, the St. Lucian, arrested in Dallas, Texas, during protests after the trial for Bufamja earlier this month, addressed the authorities at a town hall meeting on Tuesday in Fort Worth, the neighboring city where Jefferson was killed. She gave her alias instead of her real name, citing that she does not feel safe.
I have a problem. I came from Arlington to come here to Fort Worth because this issue has nothing to do with Black Americans. It has to do with black skin. I am not a U.S. citizen, and I don't ever want to be. Because your country has a serious problem. I can echo everything that everybody else said here, but it doesn't matter because you guys don't seem to be listening. You guys don't seem to care, because if you did, you would make some steps to show us that you actually care.
She went on to explain her point of view on the difference between the U.S. judicial system and St. Lucia's, and also gave recommendations.
I can go back home and I'll be safe at home. The police at home, we work together. When someone does something wrong, we hold them accountable. They know the consequences from the beginning so that they do not do the actions afterwards. So you guys need to start giving consequences, need to start implementing them. I want to speak to economic stuff now because it seems that the only place you guys listen is when your pocket is hurt. I pay taxes, but I cannot vote because I'm not a citizen of your country, right? So I propose that any time that we pay money for a service and you do not fulfill that service, that you provide us with a refund, because that's exactly what would happen in any regular situation.
According to Paul, the judicial system in the U.S. is designed ineffectively. Paul was arrested on Wednesday, October 2nd, during protests for the obstruction of a highway or passageway. She was released from jail on a $500 bond. Activists gathered around the courtroom and marched on the streets after learning that Ja's killer, Amber Geiger, received a 10-year prison sentence. Lizandy Boville-Jones, HTS News Force.